Today's podcast is sponsored by the L'Entrepreneur Academy. Right on through Monday, it's our biggest sale of the year, where you can save 30% site-wide with code SAVE30 on all courses, documents, and resources at l'entrepreneuracademy.com. Plus, get $400 off the whole ball of wax, our ultimate bundle for those going full-time in the business. Hurry, sale ends Cyber Monday at midnight. Thanks for supporting Brian and the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. The link and special codes are in the description.
You're now listening to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. Straightforward, no-nonsense business advice. Completely unfiltered. Grow your business. Grow your life. Now, here's your host, Brian Fullerton.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. It is your host, Brian Fullerton, here hanging with you guys and wishing you a beautiful, happy, joyous, wonderful Thanksgiving holiday weekend. Really, Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend, everything in between. A little couple days here, a little soiree. Got my beautiful wife, Liz.
You have so many words. There's so many words.
It's because you're exhausted, bro.
I am.
I'm like, everybody's on normal energy. You're just tired, exhausted, moving in the house. Got a lot of life going on.
The last time I was on the show, we were in the camper, like probably 2 months ago at this point.
I was looking at all this on the wall. What the heck is all this, by the way?
Can you focus?
Oh my God. Like the painters, not super happy with our paint. But anyway, we have a lot of touch-up work to do. So anyway, I'm trying to be thankful and grateful for the beautiful house.
I was so excited. I went and picked rosemary from my garden and came back inside. It's very cold up here in Michigan. Mm-hmm. Came back inside and the fire was on and it was so nice and toasty. Compared to the camper, you would come inside and it's like basically like being outside. It's like drafty and cold and like, so I was like, I've been finding things to be thankful for all day. Where are you at?
I'm very, very thankful. Dude, that just happened. Look at that, though. I mean, can you not tell me that looks a little rough? That needs to get...
It does, yes, but they're coming back. Like, there's obvious things that need to be fixed. Yeah, we know this. This isn't new.
For sure. So this is our Thanksgiving special.
Happy Thanksgiving. This is our annual tradition. It was, I think, it's ever since Emmy was born.
I think we've had you on, like almost all the the Thanksgiving... holiday specials, those lands on Friday, usually the day after.
Thanksgiving's always on a Thursday. Yep, that's usually how it goes. Should
we restart this podcast? This is terrible.
No, this is great.
One of my top people, like, what's your favorite podcast episodes that we've ever done?
Oh, God.
And there'd be a short list.
People always say the John Wick episode right after I had Emmy and was like loopy.
Yeah. Was that 2019, 2021?
2021.
2021. Yeah.
Emmy was born in 21.
I don't say 2019, skip 2020, but anyway, that's about how tired we are right now in life. That is 100% my top 5 probably favorite podcast episodes. If you guys have never heard the Thanksgiving special from 2021, then
nothing of value was said the whole time. So don't go into it if you're going to go listen to it expecting greatness.
Yeah, if you want to glean into like our life and our brain, even back then with baby brain, because I don't think we had slept at that point for 6 months.
I didn't sleep for a good 6 months of Emmy's life minimum.
Yeah.
It was 3 months until you realized that there was issues, I think. You're like, hey, Liz is hearing things.
Keeping our marriage together on a thread.
I should let my wife know.
Oh, yeah. And that was just some crazy growth of everything going on and everything. Yeah, wild time. So a lot to be thankful for and grateful for.
What are you thankful for?
Not being in the camper.
I think that's going to be our Thanksgiving thankful thing for a while.
Yeah.
For years to come.
It was getting pretty rough towards the tail end there.
It
was always warm because it was needed air conditioning. It was always cold
because it wasn't insulated very well.
Yeah, it did okay.
We had a space heater. Like we got rugs and a space. We made it work.
We made it work. But like when like you said in the winter though, even late October to March, so it's not 5 months. It's like 7 months in Michigan. The mornings and that night obviously gets down in the 50s or 40s. Like that's cold.
The day we moved into it snowed.
It's true.
And our water lines froze. Welcome home.
I think we ran out of propane like a couple days later because we've never charged it.
That was the worst. You would go out of town and I'd be home alone with both babies
Oh, don't make it this bad. Like
No,
CPS.
the propane would go out at like 3 a.m. I'd wake
All
up
the
and we were
time.
freezing. I had to leave the kids in the camper, go out in my pajamas with the deer. There's always deer out there, and change the propane. Like, oh gosh.
If I literally we could literally spend 2 hours about how actually rough it was in there. But like
But we probably shouldn't.
But we shouldn't. But then number two, like we just didn't super care. Like we were just going through.
No, we're a
it.
dog on a bone. Like we had a goal. Like we were doing things. It's
Yeah.
just kind of how our life has been.
But like once it all kind of came to a head at the last 60 days,
like
we're like,
60 to 30 days, I was like, get me out of here.
there's no amount of marriage coaching that's going to talk you off that.
And for those of you who don't know, it was a year to the day that we moved out of there. So our whole build for our house was 18 months and lived in the camper for exactly 12 months of it with 2 babies and a dog.
And a wife.
Sometimes.
Oh my God. So there's so much stuff to be thankful and grateful for. We actually snuck away, because both grandmas are upstairs right now. My brother's
Both
actually,
kids are asleep.
yeah, my older brother's upstairs. Thanksgiving dinner's cooking. We thought
I'm
we were
making a turkey. Brian helped with the turkey. We made it like together today.
I know.
We're doing so good.
We are like literally a married couple in a nice home. Like
I'm so
literally.
excited. I really hope that the turkey comes out well because your mom always does it so good. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
But look
this
at us.
year.
We're like functioning adults.
Kinda. Like half of the house is put together and the other half is still packed away and the other half, because we have 3 halves, is still being delivered. So.
I'm thankful for Chase Bank and Amex. They give me lots and lots of credit so I can rack those up and then pay them off. And then rack them up and then pay them
Hey,
off.
I think we'll be able to go to Disney again with all of our points.
For sure. That's
I'm thankful
true.
for that. So is Emmy.
Yeah. We last year we did Disney twice, but it was only Disney Springs and then Disney one day the second time. But we used all points the second time we went. I did that whole trip for like 5 days for like $600-700 out of pocket.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad.
It was really just our park tickets and food.
Yeah, literally.
The plane, the airport,
You know where we're going to with that whole story.
What?
We've never told that story about the van.
Oh God, I wasn't going to go there.
Yeah.
No, you cannot. You will lose all the credibility.
Well, I was
I'm
going to share that.
thankful for a very good Samaritan who turned the van off that we left running for 3 days in the parking lot. Brian, you can't tell people that.
We left the van. I Turo'd.
You drove. I'm not part of this.
Look, dude, I'll tell you what. You buy a couple nicer cars, like I bought the Tesla. You got your trucks, like most, like your F-250. At least any truck made in the last decade has like an auto off after
The Tesla, to be fair, you get out of the Tesla, it turns off. Like there's no button to turn it on. Like you just get in and drive, you get out and stop driving. Like it just functions that way.
It is a spaceship, like in that regard. It's really cool. Like it's a fun car. Like, and then the Ford trucks, like my truck will turn off after you sit idle for 15 or 30 minutes in there. You're on the phone. It's like doo-doo. Hit the okay to give it another 5-10 minutes. We rented a Turo. I think it was a Turo.
Yeah.
It was
this van.
It was a minivan.
And we needed to get it from we needed to get from the Anna Maria area to Disney. And then it was just
Anna Maria?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? We're in Orlando, Florida.
We drove the van
Was that the van?
from AMI to Orlando.
No, dude. That was an SUV. That was a different trip. The second time was when we went to Orlando for just the 4 or 5 days.
I think you're right.
It was
okay,
literally like 2
so then
miles.
so we
That's why we rented-
really cheaped out. We rented like the cheapest thing you could fit car seats in.
That's why we rented a base van.
It was a piece of
It was like $57
And
a day.
the owner of the Turo was like, I'm pretty sure they were insane because there was notes all over it. Like, if you go faster than the speed limit, I will fine you if you leave
low jacked,
it's low jacked.
GPS.
Like all these things all posted all over the inside of this van. I'm like, what have you been through that this is necessary in Orlando? I mean, I'm sure they get some things in Orlando. But
that little kid that's like, bullshit.
Well, we found out it is bullshit because we parked that van at the resort and then left it our whole trip, which was like 3 days
running.
We came out to get something, and we had a note in it saying, "We noticed your vehicle was still running 3 days later, so we turned it off for you. Hope it's everything okay," or something like that. And we have to leave now to go to the airport, which isn't like.
Well, I get in. Hold on, time out. I get in the car. And I say, well, it is like very like basic, dash, it's like, it's a minivan. It's very base. And so like you get in there and I don't know where there's like the arrow on the fuel gauge because it was like a digital one. So there was like no arrow, like you're at a quarter tank, half tank, it's got like 10 little bars or 10 little blocks. Like I was like, I don't know if the blocks are supposed to be filled. I don't know if there's an arrow that's supposed to be like measuring up or down. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, I don't know where the fuel tank's at. I said, so there's no way we left the car running for 3.5 days. Like, there's just no way.
And then we found the note.
And then we found the note on the seat. Well, that had said, like, we saw your car running for 3 days. We finally decided to turn it off for you. I don't know if it was the valets or the front
I don't know
desk.
who it was, but it was very nice of them.
Somebody turned it off. And, but then we had to go to the
got
airport.
To the gas station.
Well, then I was going to say, we went to the gas station, like right outside the park entrance. Or
paid $1 million for gas because they.
Well, no, I filled up the tank.
Yeah.
That's how we knew it was fully empty. Like, it was empty. Because, it's so
not
crazy.
Good. That is not good.
Yeah.
It is not a good story to tell.
So
Nobody's
grateful.
ever going to let you borrow a car or anything ever.
We literally left it running for 3.5 days. Went through $100 worth of gas. Just letting it run. And that's how we knew it wasn't GPS low jack.
Yeah, you liar. Like
Didn't have any GPS technology on it. Like, that's bullcrap. Now, we also didn't tell them that we left it running for 3 days. It's probably due for an oil change.
Probably. I feel like it's good for
Didn't
your
run any
engine,
miles
though,
on
like,
it.
to like run it, like
Yeah. Probably needs to, the trans didn't blow up or overheat, so that's good.
Well, the transmission wasn't moving, Brian.
That's true. But the engine was.
But the engine was, yes.
Not bad for 3.5 days in Florida heat. Not too bad.
And in typical Fullerton fashion, we're like running late, like, trying to pump this gas. I'm praying we make it to the gas station and we don't like need a tow, because if we needed a tow or something, we were not going to make the flight.
No.
There was no way.
No.
Oh, and then wasn't that the one that returning it? Like the Orlando airport had some sort of issue, and then we had to use this like off-site.
Oh my God!
Like
Don't get me going.
parking
That was that
thing
trip.
in the middle of nowhere.
We
I had to
parked
stand in the middle of a road to get a bus
6
to stop
miles
to
away.
get us. This was
6 miles.
awful.
Yeah, it literally. They put us in some parking lot that was literally like 10 miles away, and then you had to shuttle over, and it was like overflow field grass. Maybe you guys have ever been to this like weird part of the airport.
All three of their parking garages were like under construction.
They're all full, and
Is that what it was?
something wild.
Something was crazy.
And I was like, "What are we doing here?" And
I will never rent a car in Orlando again. I will just we will buy a like shuttle pass or something. I don't know, whatever you have to do.
Yeah, it was kind of reminiscent back when we did one of the houses that we rented with the Jennings and the Almonds. We went to somewhere in Destin, right? And then I went to go see Jonathan with Florida Turf Pros. And we drove 2 hours out to go see him. And then on the way back, the kids were losing their mind. Do we have both kids at that time or just Emmy?
I don't know.
I don't remember anymore, dude. Anyway, I think we had Emmy in the back seat. And we drove for an hour and a half. Emmy was losing her mind, thermonuclear. We had no screens. We had nothing.
Oh my gosh, we were driving back from Florida, Bama.
Yeah, the panhandle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
idiots.
the bayou.
Brian and I, don't tell the story. You're making us.
No,
sound
we already
so
told this
bad.
one. We already told
Did
this
we?
one. Yeah.
And we did.
Well, I don't know if we told this one. Jeremiah might have.
Emmy hated the car seat. She's better now. Crew kind of also hates his car seat, but he's slowly getting better. And the only thing that helps is like music, if it will help, or like a screen. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not a huge screen time.
And there was
like,
no
mom,
signal,
but, like,
no Wi-Fi.
Literally torturous.
For an hour and a half.
There's no Wi-Fi. There's no signal or anything.
I'm telling you, this is the country, bro.
So we're just like belting out like random stuff.
We sang every song that you could ever imagine.
But our voices are like hoarse. We get back to the house and Jeremiah's like, "Why didn't you guys just turn on the radio?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
thanks, Jeremiah.
like-
I don't know. I don't.
We literally looked at each other like,
Like
the
idiots.
radio. Oh my God. What a novel idea. Like literally, where were you 2 hours ago when my kid was screaming
Like
bloody
bloody
murder?
murder.
Screaming bloody murder. He goes, "You didn't turn on the radio?"
Nope.
Didn't even think
Didn't
about it.
occur to me at all.
Didn't even think cars had the radio. We don't listen to the radio. We don't watch TV. We just literally listen to podcasts and YouTube videos about like self-help and motivation and audiobooks, just being successful. And literally I was like, radio. Oh my God. I'm singing Linkin Park. I'm singing sing-along songs. I'm singing Neil Diamond from 1985. I'm singing anything I got in my brain, you know?
Oh my goodness.
We're coming to
Brian-
America today.
Brian went to sleep watching Neil Diamond every single night
Hell yeah, man.
for like a decade
Yeah, Neil
because he was afraid of the dark because of a movie about monkeys.
Yeah, Congo. That messed me up.
So he had to sleep with the light on and Neil Diamond playing. This is why Adam hates you, your brother, because he shared a room with you. I'm surprised he didn't murder you.
Who the hell lets their kid watch
Could you
Congo when
imagine
you're
trying
5
to go to
years
sleep
old?
and it's like, come into, I would blow my brains out.
I know.
There's no way.
Dude, for real. And they was either that or Disney sing-along songs. At the time, it was Lion King, go figure. Everybody look left.
I can't.
Everybody look right. Dude, every night for a decade.
To this day, Brian still is not very chill around monkeys.
Monkeys? No, I don't do the monkey exhibit. They can pound sand. I don't do monkeys. The silverbacks for sure. I saw
You
Congo
have
at like
a lot
5.
of weird things. Monkeys.
I ate toothpaste for a solid 5 years.
Brian, you literally would eat toothpaste. Brian, you gotta stop.
Like right out of the tube. I mean, I'd hold a tube around. It'd be like what else do you keep in your pocket that you like?
The fact that you were allowed to do this and like toothpaste was specially bought for you to eat it is insane to me.
AIM toothpaste, the red stuff, was the best. The cinnamon, a little kick.
I have nothing to say right now. I am still.
So we're thankful to be here. We're thankful to be. Look, we.
I'm thankful you don't have like brain cancer or something from eating toothpaste.
Yeah. But I mean,
Hey, maybe that's why you're like super excellent preferred or something.
that's why I'm elite preferred in my health.
And you're like
Brandy Almond, dude, her eyes roll so far in the back of her
your
head.
brother's eyes.
Oh,
he
yeah.
He actually tries it.
He eats Whole Foods, Mr. CrossFit. You know, he's like drinks his 120 ounces of water a day. Adam,
Brian chicken tenders, French fries, and Mountain Dew, and apparently a tube of toothpaste.
elite preferred.
What are you thankful for business wise?
I'm grateful that we survived. I mean, everything, like for real. I mean, we've grown a lot. Like we've actually grown a lot. I'm thankful I've survived my LMN onboarding process in the spring. That was laborious.
Brutal.
Yeah, because we were sick with pink eye for like
8 weeks.
8 weeks, dude.
Yeah.
That was tough. That was terrible week. Couple weeks. And then the season was just brutal. Like it was just cold. It was wet. It was rainy. We didn't have any like forward progress until like, dude, May or June. And then we did a ton of extra mulch, a ton of extra prune, a ton of extra landscape jobs.
I'm surprised because like every time we talked about it, I like
we dug out of a hole for sure.
was like convinced. I'm like, we're going backwards this year. You know, like I'm not actively like in the business, so I don't see stuff, and that would make you so mad when I said that. Because you're like, no, you don't see like what I'm actually doing day to day. Like we are going to be growing this year. Like we're making it.
It took a lot. It took a lot, man. The guys did great.
Like
they dug
sheer
deep.
force of will. Yeah.
We literally grinded it out yards this year. Like there's no doubt. This was not an easy year. Like so far. I mean, we still got a lot of work to do. We got 4 or 5 weeks left. We can still wrap up really strong. I hope we have a decent, December.
And we should have a good winter. Like if it actually snows.
Well, we're bringing salt in house. We're getting into salting. Obviously, I just bought another spreader, VBX. It's the plus, 2 cubic yard. That was $10,000 all done with install. So that was good. Paid cash for that. That was good.
That's good.
Really grateful for that.
Yeah.
Well, I put on my card to get points and then paid that off. But for real, it was like $98.50. So that was good. Making investments and the stuff like that, it's been a good year. I'm grateful that I know it sounds funny, but we survived, dude. That was the goal. We're still married. We're still happy.
If we just made it through at baseline, I would have been proud of us. But the fact that we grew, I'm incredibly proud of.
I'm excited to find out where we kind of finish up the year. I'll report back, and maybe we can do a little an end of year debrief first or second week of January. I know what I owe my taxes quarterly, and I know what my final payment is going to be. So that's always great.
I hate taxes.
I hate taxes. It's effing insane how much money you can pay in taxes. Even if you want to save it, you still owe on it. It's just so insanely insane. It's so robbing and it's thievery. It's legalized plunder. It's literally insane. The fact that you can have tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, basically your money working back in your pocketbook. And don't even get me started on property taxes. Having a mortgage now, don't even get me started on property taxes and not being able to choose, if I got 5, 10, 15 grand on a voucher or whatever for your what is it, your property taxes for your school,
it was
to be able to use for homeschool.
It was $8,000 of our taxes specifically went to the public schools in our area.
That's insane.
Which I'm not against public education, but I am against our public schools.
Yeah, I am. That's my $8,000 or whatever it was allocated. I don't know. We looked at it. We're whatever. We just paid it. This is stupid. But anyway, yeah, grateful for everything that's been going on this year. That we got the camper moving to get that serviced and warranted out.
Somebody wants to buy it.
62.5, it's yours, man.
I would be very thankful for that.
62.5, it's yours. I'm not playing hardball on it. Literally, it's worth 70 some thousand. according to the Kelly Blue Book type deals or whatever. So I don't know. I think it'll sell in the spring. I'm not worried about it until then. It's winterized. It's going to be in storage here in an extra week and pretty much locked and loaded with that. But I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for like everything we set out to do this year. We did, but man, I will tell you, like it sucked the soul out of us this year. This is the hard. Toughest year of my entire life. This
was hard. This made everything hard too. It wasn't just like one thing. Every area in our life was compoundedly hard. Being a parent was incredibly difficult. I was not the mom I wanted to be this year.
Yeah.
And marriage was hard. Mm-hmm. Business was hard.
Yeah.
And it just was relentless. That was the thing, is there was never a break from any of it. It was nonstop. It's still nonstop. It's just gotten.
No, we've definitely caught our breath last week.
Being in the house, being able to do like a load of laundry.
Yeah.
Or have like a fully functioning kitchen is amazing.
We still got another week of this because next week's the Detroit mastermind. Then we've got the Boston mastermind. Then it kind of chills out for a little bit, and then January 1st, it's like line in the sand, dude. I'm ready to start selling lawn and landscape. Like we're going to start bidding properties.
You said a really good line. You're like, it's mowing season. Like we.
Yeah. Like, right now it's mowing season.
It's mowing season. We're selling mow.
Yeah, I'm done. I actually have a new commercial snow come in the other day. I don't know if you saw it.
No, I didn't.
Right. It's literally right by Adam and Sarah's.
Nice.
Yeah, literally. Like I'll take that over there. Yeah. It's a commercial building. They want all inclusive with a seasonal. And I'll probably bid it for like $6,000 to $9,000 and then divide that by 5, So that could be another nice little one in our portfolio.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah, I mean, but other than that, yeah, it's snow season, it's lawn season.
Yeah.
Like another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, we'll land the plane, do the holidays, Christmas, all that fun stuff. And then I am selling and proposing landscape, everything up and down, every tech park, every single place. We're going to hire as many people as we need. I will finance and buy or buy and finance anything and everything we need to grow. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be getting back into Element, looking at our budget again for 2025, seeing where we landed the plane in 2024. We're making...
this will be like our first season with Element to like have hard numbers.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is exciting.
And we've got a couple years now under our belt with our books. So I'm hiring an office admin, remote office admin, and a VA for that. For all of our accounts payable, accounts receivable, billing, they'll do a weekly check-in with customers on AP. I get a monthly financial report on that. I don't want to see an invoice come in. I don't want to see an invoice go out. I don't want to collect the check. I don't want to see anything, anytime, any place financially.
I don't want one of your biggest headaches, I feel, with the business.
And a month and the financials. I love it. Don't get me wrong. You have to be
on it.
Strict attention to it.
Change your desk.
I am.
And I think that really...
Yeah, I want to just go sell, get work. No, it's not my thing. So we're doing a remote VA for probably the next 12 months. There's a mutual agreement with who we're using to do that with, that it's going to only probably be a short-term contract because it's not really what they specialize in. But then we have hopefully the cash and the sales to
support in person.
Yes. Then we're going to bring in somebody in-house. And the sooner that happens, the better. I don't care if it takes 12 months or 6 months. That's totally fine. But that's one of our goals for 2025 for sure. I never want to touch up financial anything ever again for any of that stuff. And don't get me wrong. I love it. You need to know about it. I want to see reporting on it, but I don't need to do it. Like that's a not good use of my time for sure. It makes me pull my hair out that people, we've always paid our bills on time. We've had big financial obligations this year with the house, overages, of course, just your regular draw checks that come out for the mortgage. It would never pass my mind to not pay a bill.
That's what gets me is like,
or to pay it on time.
These places and they're like, yeah, I understand. Like, it's just, it's on the right person's desk. They just have to get to it. Like, you're 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks behind.
Yeah.
Like, there's no excuse. If I didn't show up on property, you would fire me like in 1 or 2 weeks.
That's always my conversation with commercial sites. Not to get into rant fest, but like if I did not show up for a week or even the next day, like let's say I'm supposed to mow on a Tuesday for a site. If we don't show up on Tuesday, we show up Wednesday or Thursday, I'm going to get a notification usually from some of the subcontractor companies that we get to work out for. And they're going to call me an email, emergency service requested, work order, they just start chomping at you.
And then if you don't do it, then you basically have to pay somebody else to do it.
But you can be 3 weeks behind on mine.
God, I don't even want to talk about this. It's making me mad.
No. They're all done. My contracts are done. Everything's fulfilled. And not only are they done, then I'm going to leave them a 1-star review. Then I'm going to probably get a couple buddies, leave some 1-star reviews. And then I'm going to blast them on social media for the company that we're subbing out for. So
you're not salty at all.
No, they're terrible. They're terrible. They're terrible company. I already have basically called them out on a bunch of content we've already put out, but I'm going to just start dropping names on people that suck. I don't need anything anymore. I've got my house, I got my barn. I'm willing to do anything I need to do to grow and whatever is legal, moral, and ethical. But people that are not going to be nice or play nice in the industry, it's going to be a totally different conversation.
You're like Batman.
I'm Batman.
What did we see? Was it this morning? Somebody put a Batman. Get mad.
What do you do at 38? You buy dumb stuff now.
We don't have a cat anymore. But somebody put a Batman mask on their cat, and it looked like it was meant for the cat. Like, it fit really well. I thought it was so funny. And Brian's like, "You're really laughing at this."
I said, I finally understand what kind of
it was just really funny.
Humor and content. You like TikTok. I like Instagram. It's so I hate TikTok.
I don't. I actually every time I go on, I have really tried to cut down on the TikTok because it is. I don't feel like it's good for your brain.
No,
I've deleted it off my phone, and if I want to go back on TikTok, I have to go to the App Store, re-download it, and then sign in.
And then by then it's not worth it.
And then
I'm really proud of you.
Need something. So
one thing I was going to say is we need to get our dream board updated.
We do. I feel like we need one that matches your office, though.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fine. But by the end of the year, we need to redo our dream board.
What do you want to put on it?
Porsche 911 GT3 RS.
Okay.
Yeah, red and black with some carbon fiber kits.
I need a new car.
Yep, soon. Escalade 2025. Escalade, ESV, luxury.
Or a minivan.
Nope. I'm going to put you in an Escalade. The Tesla's fun. That's cool. That's always been what I wanted.
I'm so mad at Elon Musk. If I could have a conversation with him, I think, and I know his probably reasoning is very good. I just need a bigger SUV. I don't want to get gas. Moms don't like to get gas with kids in the car who hate their car seat. It is torturous. Mm-hmm. And if this man could just make a one-off larger SUV with
one-off
for me specifically, it'd be very expensive. And I know he probably doesn't do it because the battery size to go in an SUV
he's trying to solve interplanetary colonization.
Look, okay,
and you think your Tahoe problem is his problem?
And not the aliens for a second. He did the stupid Cybertruck. Why was that the big push?
Because they need trucks on Mars. Nobody needs a dumbass SUV on Mars. There ain't no little chitlins running around to Mars soccer. That's not a thing.
Birth rate is declining.
I feel like Theo Vaughn anytime I get on a podcast
having
with
more
you.
Kids with having more cooler mom cars.
On Mars?
On Earth.
As it is on Earth, as it is in heaven. Amen. What are you talking about right now? Nobody cares about your Tahoe problem and that you don't want to get gas.
I don't want to
hire a fuel service.
I looked. It's expensive. It's very expensive. It's a couple $100 a month, and then you still have to pay for the gas.
Yeah, so is divorce, because I'll kill you if you ask. If I get in the car and it has an empty tank of gas, I'm telling you.
You can ask my mom. She's upstairs. I have regularly run out of gas.
Not my problem.
Probably more than anybody
I'll come find you on the side of the road, grab my kids.
Leave me there.
Leave your ass there. I'll get you a little rattle can of gas.
The Tesla was the best. I'm not a car person. I
walk
really
a shame
don't give
5 miles to the nearest gas station.
But not having to get gas has been life-changing for me.
I agree.
And our marriage. It's been great. You just gotta plug it in and it's good to go.
It's funny how that works. Just plug it on in. Let it recharge up a little bit. It doesn't take that much, does it?
Good for marriage.
It's good for your marriage.
Jesus. Anyway.
Once a day, you just plug it on in. You know what I mean?
Brian,
once a week at least. It's not that complicated.
Brian got very vulgar with our turkey today.
I mean, that turkey found out whose daddy was.
It was not great.
I'm never going to dress a turkey ever again. Just
no, you won't. I will not allow you to. You violated our turkey. I now have to watch both of our moms eat.
Oh my God.
Nothing butterball style, just to be clear. That is not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you told me that story.
About, silly joking.
I go, what is that? And you tell me the whole story. I go, no way.
Yeah, in 2006.
No way.
Yeah.
That's
now they supposedly have the best, not the best, but one of the industry leading no,
who cares? I'm sure they do.
Treatment for their humanitarian turkeys or something, because some people awful.
Dude, if I ever tried to run for political office, all of this.
I'd vote for you.
Yeah.
With our stories. Yeah, I would.
No, but all this stuff that we put out there, it would all get pulled out of context. That's how they do it.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. God bless them. So yeah, I'd say in 2025, what do I want to accomplish? I want to grow. I want to get to 750. in revenue for sure. I don't want to touch office admin stuff. I want to get you an Escalade. I'm going to trade in the Tessie, put a couple more bucks down, probably finance the difference, pay it off a year later, just so I can keep some cash in the bank.
I'm going to miss the Tesla.
I will. Yeah, no, for sure.
Like, you have a wall charger in the garage and everything, like the supercharger like thing.
Yeah, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. If he came out with a, like you said, $100,000 SUV, that's a different conversation. But he's going to go make little critter cars for the mass population, if you will, make them 20, 30 grand cars. Like, that's fine. But,
no, it's not fine.
But I mean, there's money in SUVs, so that's the irony. Now, that being said, if somebody came out with a plug-in hybrid, and I'm not even a hybrid guy or a plug-in hybrid, kind of guy, I couldn't care less.
Isn't there a hybrid?
It only seats 4 though.
Oh, see, that's the thing. It's got to be a battery power issue. And honestly, one thing about the Tesla, I do think about the battery, and like, it is not good for you to sit on the battery.
Yeah, maybe.
And it is not good if it explodes. So like, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it's not good if you sit on 30 gallons of gas either.
I can find gas a whole lot easier than I can find solar power for my Tesla.
It's true. I love the Tesla, but it was a season of our life, and I love it. I'm grateful, thankful, for sure.
It's such a fun car. It is a fun car.
Everybody wants to buy it, holler at your boy. I think my Kelly Blue Book on it's like $50.
$4.
It's like maybe $4.
It has like 30,000 miles. I never go anywhere.
It's immaculate. It's flawless. It's immaculate.
I literally, unless I'm taking like the kids to the park, I don't even grocery shop, you guys. I order everything in.
Yeah.
Or we go somewhere as a family and we're taking the truck.
You want to get a Tahoe, like RST or a Premier?
No.
An Escalade?
I'm not happy with any of the choices. Nothing will make me happy.
We're not rich, so we need to go get an Escalade.
That will make me happy. I don't like any of the options. That's why I say just a minivan.
I talked to Mark Bradley about it. He's like, just finance it. He goes, just lease it. He goes, you'll be fine. He goes, make the business pay for it. I go, okay.
Okay, Mark.
Okay. I'll just put that in the budget. You got to hit the budget to have the budget pay for the budget. I'm like, I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? He's like, just have the business pay for it. I go, well, yeah, that's the idea. But I need about another $250,000 worth of work to go do this. So I'll put it in the budget. I love Mark to death, obviously, but he's like, just put it in the budget. Oh, why didn't I think of that?
Mark and Liz very kindly came to see our house when they were here for LAL. And they brought us a very expensive bottle of champagne. Like you or I would bring somebody like cookies to like their house.
1992,
I guess it was like no big deal.
1992 or whatever it's called, 2012.
Some
from CVS, Rite Aid, $9 bottle of wine.
I'm always amazed at their generosity and like how little they think about money because they truly don't. Like they just don't.
No, he's been very blessed, and he's such a giver. I mean, he challenges me like for sure to be that much more giving and kind to people. And
you're one of the most generous people I know as well. Your generosity sometimes makes me mad.
If I had his kind of wealth, oh my God, like that'd be awesome. Because I mean, I would give away so
everyone
much.
around you would think he's awesome too.
Yeah, I can tell stories right now. I've seen for tens of thousands of dollars of generosity from Mark Bradley, and I'm not going to tell him because I don't want to embarrass him. They're his stories to tell, and nobody cares. But that dude is very, very kind, very, very generous. He's given away a lot of money.
We're thankful for Mark Bradley.
Oh my God. Like, I love hanging out with Mark Bradley. Him and I were texting.
I love Mark Bradley. What you do, the way that you said it was funny.
Yeah, no, I guess, yeah. I was texting him just yesterday, and I'm like, the fact that this dude is texting me right now is like
mind blowing.
Yeah. And he said a lot of encouraging, nice words. Actually, we were talking about a bunch of business conversation stuff. And I was like, and I screenshotted you. I told Liz, I said, this is like a dream come true that like he's saying these things to me and about me. And I like know this dude. Like this is a high echelon caliber individual. And I just want to like take it in, quote unquote, and then give it out to everybody that I can, cause with my loud mouth. So, yeah, I mean, it's been a wild year. I'm thankful and grateful like for our marriage. I'll tell you that. Like it's been not like a tough year, quote unquote. It's just been like a frustrating, short with each other. We were both just snippy, but we're just a lot of pressure from like July to probably Equip, maybe time frame.
Yeah.
Or maybe LAL.
I would say even before July, because the winter in the camper was so difficult.
Yeah.
That
was a very frustrating conversation, and everything that could go wrong kind of did go wrong kind of deal. But I'm grateful. Like we saw it through. Like that's wild. People are like, how'd you guys do it? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
We just didn't. It's the only option. When it's the only option, you just do.
Yeah. People are like, how'd you guys build a home and like not get divorced? I go, I don't know. We just do. Like, how'd you grow your business and not go backwards? I go, I don't know. We just did. Like, and you guys had kids? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't know. Like I don't really feel
God.
Yeah, God, for real.
God.
I mean, yeah, literally, that's all you can give it up is all glory and honor to God, because there's nothing else that you could really say. Like, it wasn't like, I don't know. We're on a mission.
That's the thing. Like I said in the beginning, like we were dog and a bone. Like it was a purpose. Like that's what people say, or women say about childbirth pain too, is like, it's a purposeful pain. And so it's not the same as like pain. I mean, it still hurts, don't get me wrong, but like, if there's a mission behind it, there's a purpose behind it. Like, you're going to meet your baby at the end of it. Like we were going to meet our baby. We're going to meet our house. We're going to give our kids like the coolest place to live.
That's a good analogy. I like that. Yeah. I'm grateful for like our finances. I'm grateful for our life. I'm grateful for the guys. Our team kicked ass this year. There's no other way to say it. She's kicked ass.
I feel like
our guys kicked ass.
Everybody's
kicked ass.
I always worry that like when I talk to her that she thinks I'm being fluffy when I tell her how much I appreciate her, because I literally tell her every single time I talk to her how appreciative I am of her.
Yeah.
But I truly, truly am.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. All the content that's going out, minus like YouTube or Instagram on mine, it's like basically Bethany, and she's just been such a tremendous asset. Link
has been freaking amazing. You guys have had a
grateful
whole
for
year.
Link. Oh my God, yeah.
Watching like the friendships and like the community. Like you guys did a whole bidding thing last night with like this
Dude, that was
wild
such a good
example.
call. That was
like,
a great time.
Yeah.
There was only 15 people, it was the night before Thanksgiving. Only 15 people on, that's fine. But it wasn't gonna like blow it off,
Yeah.
And we spent 45 minutes bidding this dude's, a lot of guys know Wilson. We're bidding a whole snow site for him. Well, it was like a 12-mile country road.
Which is crazy.
We had 15 guys. We all just kind of bid it together. And we all just kind of came up with a consensus. It was one of the best kind of conversations I've ever had.
I love that kind of thing. And Bethany was huge in being able to do Link. Like we had no more capacity. It had been an idea for a long time.
Yeah. It's 1 year old Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend.
Is it really?
Yeah, literally.
That's so cool. And then getting to see everybody at Equip for the breakfast with Link, like, and people like knew each other, and the people who were like, kind of like, I don't really know anybody in person, like, meeting people in person for the first time when you know them online is a little weird. Yeah. And it was like 5 minutes into the breakfast, and it was like so loud all of a sudden in the room because everybody like immediately felt comfortable. I loved it. I'm a huge community person and like event person. I love to see it. So
yeah, I will say I'm very, very grateful, very, very thankful. I'm sure there's 1,000 things also that have went on this year. I'm thankful for every single person that we've met, every single thing that we've done, every dollar that we've made, every dollar that we've given. I'm not grateful for the quarterly taxes or IRS. They'll never be in my graces. But other than that, everybody else I love. You know how it goes. But anyway, yeah, I mean, what else is left to say, really? It's been a year. Like, you start thinking about what you should be thankful or not should be or could be, but be thankful or grateful for. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, we made it. We made it another year. We survived another year, thrived in a lot of ways, survived in a lot of ways on, a couple different things. But like, we saw it all through. I'm grateful and thankful. I remind you and tell you all the time, like, not just because we got it this far, like, doesn't mean you can put down your guard.
Right.
Like,
success is earned every single day.
Yeah. But also like, but at the same point, like, you don't want to like get here and then, I always tell Liz, I'm like, we don't need to be like one major squabble away from being divorced. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't get comfortable. You got to like still learn to like say you're sorry or say thank you or say, let me get that for you.
Well, that's why we put together in the trades together.
Yeah, but I mean, yes, but like, not really. I'm saying daily thankful, grateful reminders for each other, especially with the year that we've had.
Yeah.
Because it would have been easy to be like, oh, we owe an extra 10 grand on something for the house. And you and I just literally kill each other because we overextended ourselves or something on that regard.
I think that's a testament to your leadership, though. Like, there were some really big things we could have gotten really negative about, and I started to spiral a few times. And your leadership is what kind of got us through that. You do a really good job of like, okay, I think you got this from Brad and Tammy, but like, do you want me to just let you be crazy for a second? And then like bringing me back to reality of like, okay, you've had your minute. Now this is like factually what is going on and everything's going to be okay. And this is what we're doing X, Y, and Z to like make it work. So thank you. I'm thankful for you and your leadership this year.
Thanks. I appreciate that. It's this is 100% the hardest year of my effing life. I will take the last 3 years for sure combined and say that all that together barely scratched this year. For real.
Oh yeah. I don't
for
think
real.
It's hard too, because like
for us personally, I'm not saying for you guys. I'm not trying to convince you guys it's been a tough year. I'm saying for us personally, 100% the hard. I mean, maritally, financially, building the house, the businesses, life, this, that, launching new things. new levels of haters. I mean, just wild stuff.
Oh God, I forgot about that. How could I forget about that?
Just comical, really. It's just been a fun year. It's been a crazy year, but I'll tell you, it's been a challenging freaking year. Like that, we're probably a little low energy sounding even on this podcast because it's just been like exhausting. I'm like, there's no amount of like naps that are going to recover from this year.
Who's napping? I'm not napping. Nobody's napping.
No. We haven't even had time to naps. That's what I did sleep until 8:00 this morning.
That was crazy.
I got to say that.
We got wild and crazy. We napped or we slept until 8:00 this morning.
How did I wake up this morning?
No.
Go ahead. No. We got 10 seconds. I got a 256 megabyte SD card. I think this thing will go for like 20 hours.
I need to go base and inject the turkey. I really do. I have to take it out and do.
That's fine. Tell them how I woke up this morning. Our marriage is solid, bro. Go ahead.
This is gonna sound it's completely out of context. Like,
is it?
It is.
Go ahead.
I stuck my finger in Brian's
nose.
Nose.
I woke up this morning to get nose hooked. Like a catfish. Getting hooked. I was sleeping.
Looks so cute, and I just can't.
I'm in La La Land.
A little bit.
I'm in La La Land. Probably watching the Macy's Day Parade and my brain going around. Just watching turkeys. Just thinking about my wife.
You looked
chasing you through the tulips.
If looks could kill.
And then I woke up to a finger almost 2 knuckles deep in my nose, getting hooked. Waking up at 8:00 in the morning, going, "What is happening?" You going, "Good morning," and I'm like, I was sleeping.
I'm awake, so you're awake. Timas.
I should just have chat, do a what's it called? Like when it writes all the words down of this thing.
I don't know.
Caption this thing. I'm gonna send it to Brad and Tammy. Let them just listen to you.
If somebody could help me with the AI, I want to take a picture of our dog and put a towel on his head and frame it and put it in the bathroom. And I know you can do it on AI, but I don't know how to do it.
We've been using a lot of ChatGPT and AI lately. That was really cool.
Is it ChatGPT AI?
I think there's other AIs.
I feel very far removed from normal society because I don't know how the ChatGPT works.
We left a van running for 3.5 days. You think we know how to run AI? Seriously.
AI runs us. This is how it happens. This is how it starts. It's two idiots like you and I try and use the AI, and then it takes over our brains, and then the AI takes over the world through us.
Yep.
This is a really bad episode.
This is terrible. Mark Bradley's got Leanscaper coming out. It's AI powered. I'm like, I can't wait to destroy that. Can't wait to, your platform's going to get stress tested as soon as I log in. Jeremiah and I both
hop
in there. How to grow. AI's like, what you need to do is grow with more successful marketing and strategy. And Jeremiah's like, okay, besides that, how can I grow? You need to make investments into your business. Okay, outside of making investments and outside of dealing with more people, what else can I do? Well, I'll raise your prices. Well, I already did that. Lost half of my business the last 5 years.
I have to go. I have to make stuffing, and I have to make.
If you guys want to go back to the John Wick episode and hear Liz and I literally laugh,
it's worse than
you will pee your pants.
I don't think I've actually ever listened to it, to be honest. We recorded it, and I was like, that is awful.
I think Mr. Producer re-released it last year, 2 years ago. Just go back to November, on the dates, and you can find the John Wick episode. But it's Thanksgiving 2021, I think. And I think he re-released it last year or the year before that, but I digress.
I digress.
What are you doing?
I don't know, if you say a word so many times, it sounds really weird. Digress now sounds weird.
Okay. I appreciate you.
Why'd you take your socks off?
I'm team no socks.
If you're ever listening to a Brian Fullerton podcast,
they're always off.
He very likely has no socks on.
I don't wear my socks.
Also very likely has no pants on. He goes down to the podcast studio fully clothed, comes back in his undies every time.
Why would you tell him that?
Why would you tell him I poked your nose to wake you up?
Because that's cute. Why would you?
Every time you listen to this podcast, I want you to now envision Brian sitting in an empty room in his underwear, talking to himself. I love you.
Do you?
I do.
You don't say actions speak louder than words.
That wasn't very edifying. I'm sorry.
I don't care. It's not. You're not wrong.
I know you don't.
You're not wrong.
That's why I say stuff like that.
What did you say the other day? Like a month ago, we're walking into Costco.
What? I love Costco.
You said I have no decorum.
I finally figured it. I cracked the code. I know what I have like a name for it now. Brian is the most like unashamed, unabashed, like will do anything in public, say anything to anyone, behave however the heck he wants. Like Brian is just Brian. Like the Brian you meet is just Brian. Like there is no filter. It is just his brain out his mouth. And I have never been able to figure it out because there's things like I won't send a plate back in a restaurant. Like I'm the opposite end of that. Okay. Like I will sit here and suffer in silence rather than inconvenience somebody other than you.
You'll hook my nose though. Yeah. You'll inconvenience me.
But Brian is like the opposite of that. And I've never been able to like articulate what it is. He has no decorum and no social graces at all. Like if he's offensive to you, it is not meant on like an intentional thing. Like that is just how he is. Yeah.
80% is probably the delivery.
We should get you tested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably an element of that.
Yeah.
We were walking into Costco. You said
I don't understand how you got like that because neither of your brothers are like that.
No, they're actually like mindful, respectful.
So what happened to you? Is that toothpaste? It killed that part of your brain.
That fluoride will get you. Well, you said we were walking into Costco. And you said, you know what it is with you? You have no decorum. And you like thought you made a point. I go, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even know what the hell that is. You go, exactly. You go, this is exactly it. So I know I'm right. And I go, I don't even know what that means. I literally was Googling it. We're walking in. I'm like, hey, sure, what is decorum? So I don't know. Doesn't matter. You don't need it. You don't need it to buy a salter. You don't need it to cut grass. You don't need it to...
It does help, though. Having social graces does help.
Okay.
I don't know how you've made it this far. How are you friends with Mike Bradley and have like no social skills?
I told you, the man's in a philanthropy. He's in a philanthropy phase of his life, and I'm one of his biggest projects. Me, Bob Weaver, Jeremiah, Caleb Allman. I was hanging with Caleb Allman at the mastermind. I said, Caleb, would you give equity to Mark Bradley in your business of Allman Landscape if he came in and helped you and Brittany go to the next level? He literally looked at me like a killer. He goes, I will give Mark Bradley 99% of my business right now to be my CEO. I was thinking like 5 or 10.
See, like the thing is it's not that you don't have social skills. You do. You can talk your way into...
Like I can build a campfire? Like what do you mean?
You can, like, no. Like you could talk your way into anything. Like regularly we go out to dinner and people are like, oh no, we can't, we're fully, what do they say? We're fully committed tonight. And Brian's like, no, you got a table for me. And we somehow end up getting a table. I don't know. Brian he has this way with words. So it's not that I think it's a willful choice to have no decorum because I feel like you do know better.
I did at one point.
You just don't care anymore.
I will assure you that has went. It doesn't mean I'm not respectful. I feel like I'm a pretty respectful person, right? Is that like I'm not disrespectful, right?
Not usually, not intentionally. If you are, it's like a weird thing. Like hey, can I use your bathroom? And then I don't know, like poop or something.
Oh yeah,
like that kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
you don't want to do that. No, that's not respectful.
No, not very demure. Are people still saying that? Probably not.
What?
Demure and like respectful.
Dude, that was like 6 months ago. Where are you at? Go watch some TikToks about cat bats.
I won't download the TikTok again.
Well, it's been a good year. It's been a fun year. We're going to probably land the plane because you got to go baste the turkey.
I really do. The turkey's probably burnt now. Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah. I'm not going to say it.
What?
I'm not going to say it.
Oh.
Your cooking likes heat. You like adding heat to your cooking.
When was the last thing I burned?
I didn't say... Whoa, that's a strong allegation. I feel like this is a Caleb Ballman territory. This is like Jordan Peterson
what
right now.
What are you talking about?
I didn't say that you actually did or did not cook or burn the food that you always continuously make in the kitchen.
Jeffrey.
Yeah?
What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying you like adding some heat to your food once in a while. Like some hot sauce. But sometimes you do have the intention of potentially... making things a little drier than they need to be.
I do not.
How was your beef stroganoff?
It was delicious. You're just picky.
Who ate it in the house?
Me.
Well, that's so perplexing. If it was so good, how come everybody didn't want to eat it?
Because I don't know, Brian. It was good.
It's everybody else, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. How are we still married half of the time?
I don't know. God.
God's plan.
God is holding this covenant together. Because it's a covenant, not a contract. It's a covenant.
What's
There's
the
been some
difference?
confusion lately about what marriage means, and
What's
I'm
the
gonna get on my
difference, Liz?
soapbox for a minute.
Yeah. Contract is an agreement between two people, right?
Yes,
A covenant is
between you and God.
you and potentially 2 or 3 people, but
Yes.
you and God. Yeah, it's a marriage contract. It's a marriage covenant. Love it. All right. Well, this is a fun episode. This is the weirdest episode we've ever done, probably. We're so tired. We're like coming at it. We're not muscling this out, though. That's funny. That's like the irony. Like, our level is like kind of like,
We've gotten used to it, I think.
it's just like we're just beat down, So, within 3 to 6 months, we'll kind of bounce back. We could use some sun. Need to go to Florida.
My vitamin D levels are insanely low.
They're probably both of us are honestly probably low. I should probably sup with you what you got going in. The D3K2, K12.
D3K2.
D3K2, yeah, look at
Get
that.
your vitamin D in.
You want to get some of your vitamin D in?
Stop.
How many units are you supposed to get?
10,000 for 2 months, just to bring me back to baseline.
It's a hefty order, but I think I'm up to
You
it.
think I can't talk to you anymore. I gotta go. Tend to the turkey. Our children are now up from nap. My mom is texting me.
All right. We'll land the plane right here.
Are you sure?
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Appreciate you guys listening, man. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays. Happy Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Whole ball of wax is on sale.
It is.
The whole website's on sale. Save promo
Tell
code
me
SAVE30.
more.
I'm not going to. People have heard me rant and
Complain.
rant. In a good way about Black Friday, Cyber Monday. If you don't know, promo code SAVE30, 30% off, and then whole ball of wax is save 400. But appreciate the support for real. If any of you guys are scooping up anything on Entrepreneur Academy, appreciate that. The merch is really cool. That it's not really Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale, but a lot of people picked up merch the last couple of days. It's all print on demand, so that'll be cool.
POD
is what they call it.
Yeah.
Print on demand, so that's really cool. Those will be batched out, I think, December 2nd. Then you'll get them in time for the holidays. So if you guys
We have really, really cool trade shirts coming this year too.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw you guys working on that.
Yeah, those should be on the website here soon.
To get in the trades.com. Yeah, we already got like a dozen people registered to go.
Savannah, Georgia.
It's gonna be awesome. Yep,
Practice my southern accent.
that's right.
Is it getting good?
No, but anyway. All right. Well, over and out. Appreciate you guys listening to this lackluster episode.
It's not lackluster. It has character.
Has character. It's been a fun year. It's been a long year. I hope you guys find stuff that you're thankful and grateful for, and just
Hopefully, this was some people's best years yet. So,
oh, for sure. I guarantee there's a lot of folks it was. I mean, I know for sure. But also for a lot of folks, it was a very tough year, very challenging year, very long year, arduous year. But that doesn't mean you can't be thankful and grateful that we're still here. The bills are paid for the most part. Life is good for the most part. Like couple ups, couple downs. Could be better, could be worse. So I'm grateful that we're as far as we are, and everybody's still alive, everybody's still kicking, and all of our friends are doing well. And I'm really grateful for all of our friends, that we've made and continue to make. So that's where I'm going to leave it. Anything else you want to finish up with?
no, if you're coming to the Detroit Mastermind, I will see you there.
Yes.
I know a lot of people are coming, especially from Link. So
It's going to be a
I'm excited to
lobotomy.
see everybody.
I'm telling you, it's a lobotomy.
It's my only one that I'll be able to attend this year.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really good. So it's going to be awesome. Can't wait. All right. Well, that being said, everybody have a great Thanksgiving holiday weekend. Hope you guys, go do a little bit of shopping, have some fun, hopefully spend some money, get whatever you need to get. And hopefully it's on sale. And love you guys. Appreciate you. All right. Hey, love you. Appreciate you.
Love you.
Seriously. I can't believe we made it this far. I'm grateful and thankful for you. I always am. I always will be. I love you.
I love you.
All right, cool. Let's land the plane. Over and out. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm Brian's producer, Marty, and I want to remind you of some incredible savings waiting on you right now at launchpreneuracademy.com. Want to level up your business and move to the head of the class? Well, snag the whole ball of wax. This is the ultimate business bundle. It's packed with essential tools, insider tips, and proven strategies to grow, run, and really rocket your business to new heights. Use code SAVE400, that's SAVE400, get a massive $400 off. So grab that today. Of course, save big. And please, whatever you do, write this down, make a note on your phone. Just do something to remember that the code SAVE30 is going to save you 30% site-wide at launchpreneuracademy.com during both Black Friday and Cyber Monday. That is SAVE30, and I'll put links in the description.
Thanks for taking the time to listen to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast with Brian Fullerton. We hope you enjoyed this production. If so, please consider leaving us a 5-star review for the show. While the techniques and ideas presented here are designed to help you grow a more successful and profitable business, no one can guarantee these results for you. We want to emphasize that entrepreneurship is not easy, and the ideas presented here are just the opinions of Brian Fullerton and his respective guests. No one can guarantee success for you. That being said, we hope the ideas presented here help you and motivate you to go on out there and crush it with your own business.
Fullerton Unfiltered Podcast.
Thanks for listening, and we hope to see you on the next episode.
This has been a Brian Fullerton and Mr. Producer production.